Howdy folks, Kathy Williams-DeVries here, bringing you a new video series. These videos will be step-by-step clarinet lessons from the very first time you pick up the instrument. I know that a lot of my stuff is aimed sort of at more advanced players, so and I've just started teaching a new pupil who's just started, so I'm making these videos to help her. So, first thing is when you get the clarinet, it's going to be in bits, and you need to work out how to put the clarinet together from those bits. I'll show you the different bits. This is the bell. This goes at the very bottom of the instrument. Will work from bottom up. This particular bit, the bell slots in here. It's called the lower joint, and it's played with the right hand. And the cork here fits into the hole here, with the top of the bottom joint fits into the cork of the lower cork of the upper joint, and I'll show you how to do that. And then this is the upper joint played on the left hand. I know this looks a bit funny. This is actually called a barrel. This is actually a Bakun Fat Boy barrel. It's a specialty barrel. It's about $225, so it's expensive, but normally a barrel will have rings, metal rings, but it depends. And then from there you have the mouthpiece, which slots into the top of the barrel. This is called a ligature. There's actually different kinds of ligatures. This is a quite expensive ligature that holds the reed to the facing of the mouthpiece, and you tighten it like so. This is a mouthpiece. This is the facing, and that's where your reed goes, and I will tell you how to put that together. There are other ligatures. This is an optimum ligature. The screwy bit goes on the front rather than the back, but there's different ligatures. And you'll also note that the clarinet comes with a pull through, which you'll need to pull through every time you play. And there's also cork grease. There's this kind of cork grease, which is quite good, the Selma cork grease. You can also get cork La Tromba grease. I prefer this one actually. What you do is this stuff here is the cork. So what you do is you put a little bit on your finger and then rub it into the cork. Right, let's put the thing together. So we start with the bell, and we slot the cork of the lower joint into the bell. Try to make sure that you're not grabbing the keys, because that'll put them out of alignment. We then put the cork, the bottom cork of the top joint, into the lower joint. Now, you see there's a sort of little protuberance there. That has got to line up with this here, and there's cork underneath here, so what you need to do is press this key down so that this one's raised, and then slot them in like this, so that trying to stay away from the keys. So you see that all slots in like that. You then take the barrel and slot it in like so, and then pop the mouthpiece on. So, and this here is a mouthpiece cap. This, you put that on the mouthpiece when you're not using it, and it protects the mouthpiece and stops the reed getting broken. So we've put most of the clarinet together, and we now have the reed. This is a Leger plastic reed. They're quite expensive, about $40, but they play really, really well. They don't wear out as much like the... what you do is, if you're using a cane reed, you would wet it in your mouth before putting it on the mouthpiece. And I'll show you how I do that. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Now, ideally with the ligature, you often see on the mouthpiece little lines. You ideally want to have the ligature around about there. You don't want it up here. You don't want it way down there. So that when you slot the reed in, so the flat part of the reed goes on the flat part of the mouthpiece, you want to line the curved bit of the reed with the curved bit of the mouthpiece, and you tighten like that. A lot of you will have two screws to tighten. The bottom one is very, very firm and the top one's firm. That's how I was first taught. Now, we're going to play the first note in the next lesson, but I'm just going to show you how to use the pull through. Is that I generally take the mouthpiece off the instrument and then dangle the weighted bit of the pull through the instrument and simply pull through. What you're also going to need to do is that see these bits that go in, is that there's water in there and you need to mop it up like so. So that's your very first clarinet lesson. Just showing you how to put the thing together correctly, correct placement of the reed on the mouthpiece, the use of a pull through. If you like, I talk about neck straps as well. I've used ones from a very young age, and I do recommend them. I do have a video floating around somewhere of me singing the praises of the Neotech neck straps. So I think that's enough for your first lesson. We don't want to completely overwhelm you, but hope you get something out of that. Please join me for the next lesson where we actually get to play something. So thanks for listening. Bye for now.